Imagine waking up 6 months from now, stronger, smarter, and more successful than ever before. The only thing standing between where you are today and where you want to be is the action you choose to take now. Are you ready to design the next 6 months of your life for unstoppable success? Many people overestimate what they can accomplish in a single day, but underestimate the incredible progress they can achieve in 6 months. Today, we're going to explore how you can completely transform your life in the next 180 days. Why 6 months, you ask? Let me explain. A year feels too long to wait for results, while a month is often too short to see real change. But 6 months? That's the sweet spot, long enough to make meaningful progress, yet short enough to keep your motivation high and your enthusiasm alive. Interesting, right? Here's something that never ceases to amaze me. Most people spend more time planning their next vacation than they do planning their own future. They'll dedicate hours to choosing the perfect hotel, but won't take even 30 minutes to design a better life. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But you're different. You're here because deep down, you know it's time for a change. Let me ask you this. If you continue doing exactly what you're doing right now, where will you be 6 months from today? Same job, same income, same struggles, same excuses. If you don't make a change, you're essentially choosing to stay exactly where you are. Let that sink in. The beauty of a 6-month plan is what I call realistic urgency. You won't have time to procrastinate, because 6 months will pass in the blink of an eye. At the same time, you'll have enough time to create real, lasting progress. It's the perfect balance. Now, let's dive into the key principles of transformation. Success leaves clues. Over the years, I've learned that extraordinary achievement isn't about doing thousands of different things. It's about doing a handful of things consistently. Repetition builds skill, and consistency is the foundation of success. Let's start with the first essential element of your 6-month transformation: clarity. You need absolute clarity about what you want. Vague goals lead to vague results, but specific goals lead to specific outcomes. Write this down. Clarity is power. When you are clear about your goals, the universe aligns with your intentions. Here's something interesting. Most people can easily list what they don't want, yet they struggle to define what they truly desire. They can talk endlessly about their frustrations with their job, relationships, or circumstances, but ask them what they want instead, and they often have no answer. That's why we begin with clarity. Here's your first action step. Tonight, take a piece of paper and write down exactly what you want your life to look like 6 months from now. Be specific. Instead of writing something vague like, I want to be happy, set measurable goals like, I want to increase my income by 40%, read 12 books, lose 20 pounds, and launch my side business. See the difference? Now, let's move on to the second key to transformation, your personal philosophy. Your philosophy shapes how you respond to life's events. And here's the key. It's not what happens to you that determines your future. It's how you respond. It's not the wind that sets your direction. It's the direction of your journey is determined by the set of your sail. Let me share something profound. Success isn't magical or mysterious. It is simply the outcome of consistently applying fundamental principles. But here's the challenge. What's easy to do is also easy to ignore. It's simple to read 10 pages of a great book daily, yet just as simple not to. It's easy to save 10% of your income, but just as easy to spend it all instead. Now let's talk about the third key, the power of association. There's a principle you must always remember. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Write that down. Over the next 6 months, be intentional about who you surround yourself with. Some people need to be appreciated from a distance. Interesting, right? On your journey to success, you will encounter 2 types of people, those who inspire you and those who drain you. Your task in the next 6 months is to spend more time with those who uplift and challenge you while reducing time with those who hold you back. It's really that simple. Let me share something fascinating about human potential. Most people only tap into about 20% of what they are truly capable of. Why? Because they haven't committed to excellence. They're just trying to get through the day rather than making the most of it. There's a major difference between the two. The fourth key to your 6-month transformation is the discipline of documentation. Starting today, become a serious student of your own life. Keep a journal, track your progress, and document your insights. Small adjustments in your daily routine can create massive results over time. Here's an example. If you read just 10 pages of a good book daily for 6 months, how different do you think your life would be? Imagine absorbing the wisdom from 7 well-chosen books in that time. Of course, it would make a difference. Here's another principle that will serve you well. Success is not something you chase, it's something you attract by becoming the person you need to be. Over the next 6 months, your primary focus should be personal growth. Invest more in yourself than you do in your job. The fifth key to transformation is the power of investment. And I don't just mean money, although that's important. I'm talking about investing in yourself. Here's a formula to remember. Formal education will help you earn a living, but self-education can create a fortune. Let me ask you, how much have you invested in your personal growth in the past year? Many people will spend $100 on a single meal without hesitation, yet hesitate to invest the same amount in a book or seminar that could change their future. Isn't that something to think about? Over the next 6 months, commit to self-investment. Whether through books, courses, seminars, or coaching. Make it a priority. If someone has already achieved what you aspire to, they have knowledge you don't. Learn from them. The sixth key to transformation is what I call the miracle of incrementalism. Small, consistent improvements lead to extraordinary results over time. Let me explain. If you improve your skills by just 1% each day for 6 months, you'll be 180% better than when you started. That's the power of compounded progress. Here's what I find fascinating. Most people wait for a big breakthrough. They're waiting for the perfect moment to make a drastic change. But success doesn't work that way. It's built on countless small, correct choices made daily, weekly, and monthly. Now let's talk about the seventh key, the power of goals. You've likely heard about goal setting before, but let me offer a new perspective. Most people aim too low, setting goals based on what they think is realistic rather than what they truly desire. Over the next 6 months, challenge yourself with goals that push your limits. If your goals don't make you a little uncomfortable, they're not big enough. But here's the secret. Break those big goals into daily actions. Success isn't about what you do occasionally, it's about what you do consistently. Now, let's address something that's often overlooked. The power of your environment. Your surroundings will either fuel your growth or hold you back. Over the next 6 months, be intentional about creating an environment that supports your ambitions. Organize your workspace, declutter your home, and design a setting that energizes you. Here's a principle that changed my life. You can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction instantly. Tonight, you can make choices that will shape your life 6 months from now, and you'll be grateful you did. Let me share a powerful truth. Success isn't about having unlimited resources. It's about resourcefulness. It's not about what you lack, but how you maximize what you already have. Over the next 6 months, focus on making the most of your current opportunities. The eighth key to transformation is what I call the power of standards. Your life will always align with the standards you set. If you elevate your standards, your life will rise to meet them. If you lower them, your life will decline accordingly. It's that simple. Over the next 6 months, you must raise your standards in every area of your life. Set higher expectations for your relationships, health, income, and business. When you raise your standards, everything begins to shift. Here's something fascinating about human psychology. We tend to rise or fall to the level of our expectation. If you expect little, you'll receive little, but if you expect more, you'll achieve more. Over the next 6 months, challenge yourself. Demand more from yourself than anyone else ever could. The ninth key to transformation is what I call the power of rituals. Your life is shaped by the habits you practice daily. What you do consistently matters far more than what you do occasionally. Over the next 6 months, establish routines that align with your goals. Let me share one simple ritual that can change everything. Wake up an hour earlier each day. That adds up to 180 extra hours over the next 6 months. Imagine how much you could accomplish with 180 focused hours. That's equivalent to 4.5 full work weeks. Now let's talk about time management. Don't just count the days, make the days count. Over the next 6 months, you must master your time. Time is the great equalizer. Everyone gets the same 24 hours a day. It's how you use those 24 hours that makes the difference. The 10th key to transformation is what I call the power of accountability. When you're accountable to someone, your performance, over the next 6 months, focus on improving by finding an accountability partner or joining a mastermind group. Share your goals, track your progress, and celebrate achievements. Here's an interesting insight into human nature. We're often more driven to avoid letting others down than to push ourselves forward. Use that to your advantage. Make commitments to others that inspire you to stay on track. Now, let's discuss something essential: the power of recovery. Over the next 6 months, you will face challenges. That's not negativity, it's reality. The goal isn't to avoid setbacks, but to recover quickly. Successful people aren't those who never fail. They're the ones who get back up every time they fall. The 11th key to transformation is what I call the power of focus. Here's something I've learned. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Over the next 6 months, train yourself to concentrate on what truly matters, avoid distractions, and don't confuse being busy with being productive. Now, let me share something truly powerful. Motivation gets you started, but habit keeps you moving forward. Over the next 6 months, focus on building habits that will serve you for life. Don't rely on motivation. Depend on discipline. Motivation is like a warm shower. It feels great, but the effects don't last. The 12th key to transformation is what I call the power of celebration. Too many people wait until they reach their final goal to celebrate. That's a mistake. Over the next 6 months, celebrate progress, not just achievements. Small victories fuel long-term motivation. Here's something important about success. Success leaves clues. Study high achievers. Read their books, listen to their podcasts, and attend their seminars. Over the next 6 months, become a student of success. Learn from those who have already reached the level you aspire to. Let me share a powerful truth about personal growth. For things to change, you must change. For things to improve, you must improve. Don't wish for life to be easier. Work on becoming better. Don't wish for fewer challenges. Develop greater skills. The 13th key to transformation is what I call the power of contribution. Success without contribution is an empty victory. Over the next 6 months, find ways to add value to others. The more you contribute, the more valuable you become. Here's something fascinating about wealth. Your income rarely surpasses your personal growth. If you want to earn more, you must learn more. Over the next 6 months, invest in your education, sharpen your skills, expand your knowledge, and increase your value. Now let's discuss competition. Most people overestimate the competition and underestimate themselves. Over the next 6 months, compete only with yourself. Strive to be better today than you were yesterday. That's the only competition that truly matters. The 14th key to transformation is what I call the power of decisiveness. Successful people make decisions quickly and adjust them slowly. Unsuccessful people hesitate to decide and change course frequently. Over the next 6 months, train yourself to be decisive. Here's what's interesting about decisions. Every choice you make today shapes your future. The decisions you make in the next 6 months will determine where you'll be 6 months from now. Make choices today that your future self will appreciate. Let me share an essential truth about success. It is not a final destination, but a continuous journey. Over the next 6 months, prioritize progress over perfection. Moving forward is what truly matters. Progress brings fulfillment. The 15th key to transformation is the power of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your mindset, helping you recognize that what you have is already enough. Over the next 6 months, keep a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you are thankful for every day. That's 54 moments of gratitude in total. Here's something fascinating about the mind. What you focus on grows. Over the next 6 months, appreciate your progress, challenges, and opportunities. The more gratitude you express, the more reasons you'll find to be grateful. Now, let's talk about personal growth. Change is inevitable, but growth is a choice. Over the next 6 months, choose to grow, develop, and progress. The decision is yours, and the time to act is now. Let me leave you with this thought. 6 months from now, you will be somewhere. The real question is where? The answer depends on the choices you make today and the actions you take tomorrow. Your next 6 months will be shaped by your daily habits. Remember, life doesn't change by chance. It changes through intentional decisions. Right now, you have an opportunity to reshape your future. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make this moment count. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is bridged by the actions you take starting today. Whether you take action or not, 6 months will pass. The key question is, how do you want to look back on this time? Make it count. Make it purposeful. Make it impactful. 6 months from now, you will tell one of two stories: a story of action and success, or a story of hesitation and regret. The choice is yours. Here's one final thought. Everything you need to create an extraordinary life is within your grasp. The knowledge is available, the strategies are tested, and the opportunities are endless. The only question is, are you ready to begin? Start now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. Act on what you've learned today. Apply these principles, follow the plan, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Life will reward you based on what you demand from it. If you settle for average, you will get average results. But if you strive for excellence, you will achieve excellence. Over the next 6 months, demand the best from yourself. Accept nothing less than your full potential. Remember this. The next 6 months can be significantly better than the last, but it won't happen by accident. It will happen by design, your design. Take control, take responsibility, and take action. Thank you, everyone. Go forward and make the next 6 months the best of your life. The future belongs to those who prepare for it, and today you've taken the first step toward that preparation. 6 months from now, you'll look back at this moment as the turning point. The day you decided to take charge of your future. Time will pass regardless, but the real question is, will you be proud of how you used it? Don't wait, don't second guess, take action now. Your future self is counting on you.